Good morning, everybody. Welcome once again to our empowering morning conversations. So I've been missing you guys partially for the last 2 days. I'm going to be there with you for some time today also. So what do you wish to create with this time, 1 hour that we have together in this morning? So I'm going to create what you guys asked me to create. Darshana ji, keep yourself muted and unmute only when you have to speak. There's too much traffic noise. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do you want to create today?
Happiness.
Okay. Who said that?
Ready.
Reddy Garu. So why don't you make us all right? So let's generate some happiness this morning. When I say 1, 2, 3, we will all laugh 100%. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so we've created happiness. Now, what else is possible? And how does it get better than this? What else is possible and how does it get better than this? And keep asking it until something pops into your head and you can tell me about it. What else is possible and how does it get better than this? What else is possible and how does it get better than this? What else is possible and how does it get better than this? What else is possible and how does it get better than this? Yes, Mr. Suresh Garu, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. Living life with awareness is possible.
Okay. Okay.
Powerfully.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you very much for sharing it. So everybody, what else is possible and how does it get better than this? How does it get better than this?
Others to be happy.
All right. Others to be happy. So that's what we can create today. Okay. Wonderful topic, isn't it? So make a list of people whom you're going to make happy today. And tell us about it. My good God, we've got a president who's joining us today. Welcome, President, sir. So who are you going to make happy today? I'm happy to tell my wife who's on this call with us that I'm going to make her happy today by not having sugar or sweet today also and sticking to my promise. Who else are you going to make happy today?
I'm going to make happy my father-in-law and mother-in-law who are with me here.
Okay. And how are you going to do that?
By spending more time with them because I have been meeting them after a long time. That's how I want to make them happy, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing that. Okay, let's hear it from somebody else. So you all, yes, Hasina ji.
I'm going to make my family happy because we are here in Goa and we are having a great time.
Good, great, fantastic. Thank you very much. So that's one thing which you can do today. Make somebody happy, make a number of people happy. And what else is possible? How does it get better than this? So today, you're going to create this entire session, not me. I didn't come here with any agenda today. So you tell me what you want to do and we'll do that. It's all yours. So what do you wish to create today in this program? Empowering morning conversation, and our objective is all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Okay, everybody will come with 2 things for which you'd like to appreciate yourself. 2 things that you did in the last 2 days for which you'd like to appreciate yourself. Everybody clear on that? 2
Yes,
things
sir.
in the last 2 days, what you did. Go ahead.
First one is I took a decision to join the introductory course of Access Bars, and yesterday I attended the course.
Yeah, fantastic. It was good to have you with us. What is the second thing you want to appreciate yourself for?
Because I'm planning to join tomorrow onwards foundation course for 4 days. That's what I want to appreciate myself.
Great. What a great adventurer you are. And thank you for coming all the way from Hyderabad to join it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yes,
Thank
Shakti.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good
I
morning.
second that Reddy sir's work. Also joined BAS and Foundation. I'm so happy about it. I made the decision. I came to Bangalore.
All the way from Hong Kong.
Yes, sir. Second thing, I made some arrangements for my mom, so I no need to be worried about that this 1 week. That also, I'm so happy about it.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And you're on the roads of Bangalore early in the morning, huh?
Yes, I just came for a walk.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Come on, who else? What have you done in the last 2 days for which you wish to appreciate yourself? But other people didn't do anything for which you can appreciate yourself? Raghu Raman, President, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. After a long time, 2 weeks. It was a hectic week for me, last 2 weeks. And I was missing a lot. And then I can appreciate today that I'm back again.
So
it is
we are
a
so
very morning.
happy.
Yes, definitely.
We are so happy to see you. Gautam.
Now in our place, there is a big festival is going on, Durga Puja. So I visited different committee and their arrangement. I have taken the photograph. I share with them. They are happy. I'm also happy. And it was a good time I spent with my neighbors.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for sharing. Anybody else? Anything that you did in the last 2 days for which you want to appreciate yourself? Ratanji, good morning. Nice to see you on the morning conversation today.
Thank you.
Yes, Abhinav.
Yeah, I just joined the company and the company wanted to sack 2 people. And they asked for my opinion. I said, give me some time to turn them around. So that's, I'm like, that is something I'm proud of.
Great. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Go for it. Yes, Chidambar. Chidambar, go ahead. Okay, Darshana ji, you can speak. Chidambar, we cannot hear.
Okay, good morning and happy Dussehra to everybody.
Oh, happy Dussehra to you too.
Thank you. Yes, I want to appreciate myself for the fact there's a lot of sound somewhere.
Yeah, because
I hope it's
Chidambar
not
is
from
also
me.
trying to talk.
Let him finish. No problem.
Yeah, but we can't hear anything. No? His voice is breaking up.
Okay. I want to appreciate myself for the fact that I finally came to terms with all the mistakes that I had made and accepted them and tried to put them in the past. As Major said yesterday, inhale the future and exhale the past. I like that statement very much. So I have started doing just that. And that in itself is a cause for appreciation for myself. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wonderbar, wonderbar. Congratulations. Okay, what else? Now, Chindabar, you can try and talk. Let's see if we can hear you. Somebody is making some nice music.
Coming from.
Okay, it doesn't matter. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have to leave you now. I wanted to say hello to everybody. I leave you in the able hands of Vitrivel, Rama, and Konen. Okay, so you guys please take over. Make this morning a fruitful, bountiful one. Okay, so that we can watch. I can watch the recording tomorrow and be very happy about it. Okay, so see you tomorrow. From tomorrow, you will get to see a little bit more of me. So all of you have a wonderful day. Be peaceful, be happy. Bye.
Thank you,
All
sir.
the best, sir.
See you. See you. All the best.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I think we should continue the topic. So whoever else wants to say, please go ahead and say what is that you appreciate yourself, particularly what you have done within last few days.
I can go for it, Mr. Rama. Is it okay?
Yes, after Raghu, Sagar after Raghu. Yeah, go ahead, Raghu.
Yeah. Actually, one of my client, actually, what happened last many years, I think I spoke to in this conversation also, in this forum also. Finally, I made him very happy of constructing his own house, and then I made him a plan. So he was, yesterday night only, he said, so now I don't want to go to anyone else. I will stick with you, and then I will start my construction. So I was very happy about, after many things, wherever all places he went, and then finally he come back. So I was very happy about it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, we also appreciate.
Thank
Great.
you. And also, it's not only me. I like to appreciate Mr. Suresh Kumar. He had some good help for me to contact somebody in Hyderabad. One of person I just lended money, and then he could not able to give me back. So he helped me to just to trace that person, and then advised him to pay back. I was very happy about it. There was no connection, and then somewhere we are connected over here, and then he helped out of the way, and then I did. Thanks, Mr. Suresh Kumar. And how are you all? Because I was just missed last 2 weeks. I hope everyone is doing good and having a good time. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Sagar.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. And happy Dasera and happy Dasai Sawailai. Everyone, happy Dasai. So today is one of the greatest festival in our country, Nepal, Dasai. And I would like to wish you everybody happy Dasai. And what I want to say is that in these 2 days, I am creating a really wonderful video for me, and I'm editing the videos. I'm going to the different places, making new videos. And yesterday I went to the Patton and I make wonderful video. I fly the kite, and today what else is possible? Today is Dasai, so I want to share love and joy, and I want to, everything is possible, love and joy. And in these 2 days, something in this, because of this conversation, something really has changed in me, I find so, and I'm thankful for everybody, especially Sukhdeep sir and everybody. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Happy Dussehra. Happy Dussehra.
Thank you, Sagar. Abhinavji, before you start speaking, Chidambar has written, because his line is not good, so I just read out. He has started waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he started preparing for his CA exam. So that is what he's appreciating about himself. So wish you all the best, Chidambar.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Abhinavji.
Yeah, so for second thing which I want to appreciate is, yesterday's session, how my life was, that people who had not given my money back, or people who had cheated me financially, I just cut them off from my life. So I would meet them, say hello, how are you, fine. But from my heart, they were like bad people, unse dur rehne ka, dur rehna hai, theek hai? And yesterday the interaction with Darshana ji had with Sukhdeepak, what it opened up for me is that, okay, fine, they have, they did not pay the money, and maybe they planned strategically to use me or to take money from me also. But still, I can have a relationship with them, and still I can enjoy their company, and still, and there are 99 other areas where they can actually support me in whatever I want to do in life. So this is something which opened up for me, and one of them is a very close relative of mine, so I called him up and shared with him that I got a new job. Otherwise, I have just told it this good news with only people who are very close to me. So I shared with them as well. So this is what something I want to acknowledge myself for it. So I have many more people in my life now. And thirdly, I want to acknowledge myself for I went through in the process of they say spiritually, when you try to support others, God supports you. So there are two sales people in my company. The company wanted to get rid of them because I've just been made their boss. So I said, give me some time. I will support them, and so that they increase their level of performance or their attitude to a level where the company wants them in the company. So trying to because they're sales people, so I was trying to go through my notes and take out some sales sheets for them. And of course, there's a concern from me also, because I've joined as in charge of sales, so even I need to perform and bring business for the company. So in the process of trying to find sales leads for them, I actually found a lot of good sales leads for myself as well, which were always there for me. I can just go them and get the business and for the company, and show my performance as well. So this is something I'm proud of. Thanks.
Thank you for sharing.
Can I share?
Yes, Asinaji.
I appreciate myself. Yesterday we had a hectic time. So I had decided before sleeping that I'm not going to get up in the morning for my prayers. And being a Friday, I was feeling very guilty. I said, I cannot miss Friday prayers. So I saw that I got up in time for my prayers. That's all.
Okay, great. Yes, Nitiji.
Yes. Regarding today's question on two reasons why I want to appreciate myself, they are very small reasons. Last 2 days we've had festivities, Ashtami and Navami, and I have these neighbors with whom there's very, very little interaction. Rather, from last Ashtami Navami to now, there's been no interaction. So I was in double minds whether, there's a lot of exchange of prasad and all of that. So whether they would welcome that or not, there's no fight or anything. It's just that, we've just not been very interactive. So I was very reluctant to go but I could not stop myself. I went and shared the prasad. And having done that, I feel so much more peace, because the prasad is the deity's food. It is not my decision whom to share with and whom not to share with. So I was able to overcome my personal judgment on the issue and flow with the intent of the festivity. So that is something I felt happy about. Second thing is, I think in the last 2 days, with a lot of work going on, I've been, I've not been reactive. I've not been, exasperated or things of that nature. So I feel good about that. Regarding yesterday's discussion, I would like to take 1 more minute and share a success story. It was a very interesting topic about lending money and getting it or not getting it back. And I think Ashok sir's example right in the end opened my eyes in many ways. A friend of mine, a very, very close friend of mine, her father had this apartment and he had a tenant. And after the first month, the tenant stopped paying rent. And the father never, never took any action against the tenant. And the family kept pressurizing him. He says, no, he'll give when he's able to. There must be some problem. He would keep talking and he would say, sir, I will, when I get the money, I will definitely pay. I'll definitely pay. He stayed for about 1.5 years. He left the flat. Even then, he did not pay. But the father had this positive intent that, no, there must be some problem. Not a penny was paid. And he had given the flat without taking any deposit. So 2 years after leaving the flat, this gentleman came back to my friend's father and said, sir, here is your rent and here is your interest amount till present date. So there are people who have the right intent. They just need the time to come around and complete their giving back or complete their sharing with us. So that success story really inspired me. And I think that is one of the reasons why there is an amount of money that somebody has borrowed from us. And he has stopped paying, it's like an investment, and he stopped paying the interest on it also. And it's been 5 years at least. And interest and plus the amount, the accumulated interest would nearly maybe about equal to the principal that was lent out. And it is a considerable amount of money. But I don't have a negative feel against the person or against the act of not making any attempt to pay or not paying the interest, because I just have a feeling there's something positive that is going to come out of it. I am yet to find out what is the positive that is to come out of it, but I have this positive feel. So that is what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Niti. Amazing sharing. Yes. Yes, Patrick.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Sir, you look extra bright today. Is it because of access consciousness bar session?
It's because of my missing yesterday.
Looks so bright.
Yeah. Ramaji, just to share something what coming to my mind.
Yes.
What I have observed listening to Nidhi ji, like many people, when we interact with them, we feel bad, like sort of we or someone make us suffer. We don't feel good, like because of money or whatsoever issue or some interaction. So what I'm learning is that the suffering of that person making us suffer is giving a message. And the message is that the person who is creating some challenges in us, it means he has some trouble, some problem, some issues. So we as an infinite being, we have to, normally I do, like we should find out that what exactly is his suffering and how can I create some positivity, something from my side by giving a love or empathy or something so that we can reduce his suffering instead of punishing or cutting off the relationship and all such stuffs. So sir has always taught us create. So the moment comes when someone is giving hard time to us. He is suffering. So because of his action, if I am suffering, I need to think and create the positivity. And instead of cutting relationship or ignoring or not talking, we should approach with love, concern, creating positive energy. And then the things gets changed. So that's the learning I'm taking away from this conversation. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Kunanji. What you said is very much applicable for everything, particularly the people who are very close to us, and more importantly, the individual self.
Great thoughts, sir. Great thoughts. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Lena ji, go ahead.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And happy Dashera to all of you. Actually, from last 2 days, I am not well. But before that, I made 2 birthday videos all by myself for my daughter and for my husband, which is in this week only. And it's a quite challenge for me because I'm not technically savvy. No? So I am appreciate for that for myself. Thank you.
And also handling your unwellness with smile. Yeah.
Yeah. No, after that I fall sick.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Lena. Yes, sir. Great, sir.
Sir, last month, one of my relatives, he said, okay, he landed in a trouble and he immediately wanted some money. So I have sent him 2,500. He said, now I go home and send it. I said, it's okay, fine, don't worry. And after that, I called him first. At that first instance, I told him, I want these things from you. He said, okay, fine. After that, I called him 3-4 times. Phone was switched off and all that. Yesterday, his father sent me 1,000 rupees. Actually, I wanted to send it back to his father because his son has taken. Let him take whatever the time he takes. And let him return, not his father. For someone's this thing, others should not take the trouble. That is what I'm feeling. Yes, sir. Yeah, this is what I wanted to talk to his father now, after this session and say that it's okay, let him take whatever the time he takes.
Right.
Let him recover from the guilt or whatever he has in his mind and let him return. Not, because of his son has taken, father should not take the pain to pay. That is what I feel.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Ramaji, I have a doubt. If everybody is okay with sharing acknowledging the great thing they did to appreciate themselves, once it is over, I'm just thinking of asking you how to ask a right question to start a good habit, which we have been longing in our life for a long time. If I want to start one good habit, of course, we have so many good habits. One among is attending EMC. What kind of a good habit I can start, or what is going to be? Like I am just putting out to the universe. I want to have that habit. How to ask right question, and can people tell that right question with that particular habit they want to start in their life? It will be like kind of a yagya where we can throw it to the universe and wait for it.
Right. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, somebody raised hand, it seems.
Yeah,
the major sir entered. That's all.
Thank you.
I think question for Vetri's question for all of us is, what is the question we can ask to develop good habits or habits which really help us. So let's.
Correct, sir. Exactly. One habit which we are going to start, because habit makes people. That's what we learned. We understood. We want to be a transformed soul, or we want to be the contributor to the world, and we want to contribute to ourselves. We want to contribute to the others, friends, family. We want to contribute to the entire universe. In that aspect, what one habit I planning to start?
If you ask me, Vetriji, just to add on that, what is the thought coming to my mind is that it's not only about habit. What I'm learning is that it is important to think good, speak good, and do good. That's what we do. So thinking, speaking, and doing. And if I want to see something positive change around me or in the world, then I need to connect with the goodness and goodness of everything. As Sir says that all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. It means every moment, whatsoever I am doing or interacting or listening or watching or observing, I must start developing the habit of finding goodness. What is good in this? As you always mention, the curious, be curious. What is good in that? So I will start with that by being curious and looking every moment with every interaction, in every individual, that what is good in that. So if I can develop that habit every moment, finding goodness, connecting with the goodness, I think it will help us a lot. Thank you, sir. Thanks for this question. Back to you.
Oh my God, so profound. I was when I planned to discuss about habit, I was talking about small habit, going for 10,000 steps walking and then reducing sugar. But we are just putting a big bomb to reach God himself. Thank you, Kunenji. You raised the bar. Now people have to think of big habits they have to inculcate. I want to add little to it. Ramaji has to help me how to frame this as a question with the access consciousness tool. Kunenji put out a desire to develop a habit, to be curious, to seek goodness in everything. Ramaji, can you help us? If we understand this, then everybody can put that template and put their habit, wish into that.
Yeah, so it's okay. The 3 parts we talked about. So Ratanji, we will come back to you in next few minutes. Yeah.
Sure.
So basically, the basic question we can ask, what Kunenji can ask is, what space, time, and consciousness could I be to be curious? Everything which stops this, can I destroy and uncreate it? Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So that's how we can frame the question. So basically, whatever you want to do, if something stops, you ask that question, what is it stopping? And then ask whether I can destroy and uncreate it. And then say that access consciousness mantra. So that's the typical way that we.
Wonderful, Ramaji. Thank you very much. For the check of easiness, I just take the first part. The question should be like, from your conversation, I understand, what space and energy and consciousness can be?
Could I be to
develop could I be
to do that or to be in that?
To do that, to develop that habit. Okay.
And anything which stops or anything which doesn't allow that, will I destroy and create it?
Okay.
Then answer that question as yes. And then the mantra of right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Now let's go each and everyone what kind of a habit they want to develop.
Ratanji,
Ratanji, good morning. Sorry, we took a long time. Please go ahead.
Good morning. Okay, happy Dasara. And just to add to what Rama was saying, another way of asking is, what are the possibilities? Let's say for me, I try to wake up, but it's not actually possible every day. So we just ask the universe, what are the possibilities for me to wake up at this time every day? And then wait for the answer. So anything, what are the possibility of me meeting this so-and-so in a week's time? So, that's one another way Dr. Lane keeps on asking, what are the possibilities?
So directly asking the universe, show me the possibilities. What are the
Right.
possibilities to have this?
And whatever answer you get, then you break up another answer, another question towards that till you are satisfied that you are happy with this answer. So keep on adding questions. That's
Beautiful.
there. Access consciousness says keep on asking till you are satisfied. Rephrase
Wonderful.
it.
Wonderful, Ji. On an experiential aspect, I request you start with a question, ask including this possibility. What is it you are going to ask universe? Let us all know. Ratanji? You are muted.
That was just an example of waking up and like I was waiting for some paper for 6 months and it finally arrived yesterday. But around this time, 5 o'clock, I called one person to say happy birthday to somebody in Bombay, and he said, "When are you coming back?" So I said, "I've submitted some more documents to my request, and hopefully soon." And it came back yesterday.
Beautiful.
So,
Congratulations,
the intention. So now I can prepare to come back to Bombay.
Congratulations. Welcome to India. I'd love to see you here.
So the asking question in different ways. If you read, see some more videos of Dr. Lane here. He has about 300 videos on YouTube. So if you keep on watching whenever you get a chance, you get the feel of it.
That's a great piece of information and great encouragement you have given all of us that you are asking right question and you are getting the result. Thank you very much, Ratanji, for that.
Vetriji, just to add on that, what I know, although I don't, I have many friends celebrating Dussehra, and what I know, it is a victory of good over evil.
Yes.
And as per, I believe, as per Hindu mythology, is goddess Durga defeated some Mahishasura, someone.
Yeah.
So what I'm learning from this, what Ratanji said is that ask universe. I believe is there. Everything is there. I think it's me. I am stopping something within, or something within me stopping to reach to already infinite being available. So first thing what I will do, I'll kill that evil or stop or do something so that it doesn't stop me to reach to the love what is there in universe available. So instead of seeking for something what is there, I have to remove that barriers which is stopping me to reach out. Same like the learning from Dussehra, winning over evil and finding the goodness kind of things. So back to you, sir.
Excellent, Kunalji. So timing. Darshanaji, I will come back to you. Just I'll take 30 seconds. Sorry for making you to wait. Kunalji, you put it very clearly, so profound. I want you to. The message was very clear. You want to win over evils and good thing has to happen. How will you ask this as a question? Because we understand that everything is there, we are blocking, and if you ask a right question, door opens. The thing which you said you want, what you want, how will you ask as a question to the universe?
Yeah, for me, the question would be, what's within me is stopping me? And how can I
what
get to
what possibility to happen to remove my internal blocks to receive everything?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kunenji. Over to you, Darshanaji. Sorry to make you wait.
No problem. Kunenji's bar is too high for me to cross over. So I will start very small and go under the bar. What I want to, the habit I want to form is just to stop judging people. As I said, I want to start very small. So I want to stop judging them completely. So now you tell me, how do I frame the question to the universe so that I reach that?
What was the habit?
I'm starting from
What was the
scratch.
habit?
This is the first step I want to take.
What is the habit you want to start? Again, please.
To stop judging people. There's the first
Okay.
step in my growth. I know that this is the first step I have to take, is to stop judging people completely. So how do I frame that question to the universe?
Ramaji, the question is kind of a little high volume. I give it to the expert. Ramaji, are you there?
Yeah. So, not judge. So, okay, there are a few things coming up, but I'm not able to put it properly. So, Darshanaji, I will get back to you on this.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
The immediate understanding, of course, you will get a expert's advice. The immediate thing is what possibility should happen for me to not to judge anybody. What to happen so that I will not judge anybody, something like that. So if we are able to put it as a question, then we are on the track. Because answer is awaiting. That's what I understand. Many times what we do is we go with the answer. If we closely watch our statements, we say as answer these things and we tell it in clear answer mode. But if we just go and you assume that yesterday also sir beautifully touched upon that point. You assume that God is standing next to you. He decided to come to your house today. He's just knocking. You open the door. He's standing there. What you will ask? Of course, we will ask so many things, material things, whatever we desire, he will give. But one thing which you throw a question, he gives answer, or he changes permanently. Then that is the exact metaphor that we are asking a right question.
Vetriji, just to add on, I was struggling with this question. So what I told to myself, Darshanaji, is that I choose not to judge myself and other, and I ensure that I will keep this commitment. So when I say this to me, this helps me to overcome of this challenges which our mind keep on telling us every moment is a bit challenging to judge self and others. So when I say that I choose not to judge myself and others, it is helping me. So maybe we can discuss with sir also to know better. Back to you, Vetriji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will be in the same question, Darshanaji. This is what the subject which you touched is everybody's. So we will discuss with sir also.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You tell something else. You just, your conversation was a little shorter today. We would like to hear more from you. You're given free choice. Choose anything.
But this is actually the main thing because this will open up so many other possibilities. Once you overcome this habit or you form this habit of not judging, so many other possibilities open which constrain us from following.
Right. So
because the whole perspective will change once you have this habit. Your whole perspective will change. And in the end, your whole life will change because most of our things are based on this, our judgment, our limitations, our judgments. Our limitations come from our judgment only. So the whole life will just open up in front of you just by this one. So that is why this is my first step to start with. And then as we go on and see the improvements, I can go further and further. There's nothing else I can think of at this moment except this. So
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
Darshana ji, I wanted to ask you that what is the problem with judgment?
What is the
problem with judgment? What's happening?
No, in the sense you judge a person wrong, and then you obviously keep away from that person. You don't want much to interact with them, but that person may actually be very, very nice and very knowledgeable and very helpful. But as they say that if you don't like a person, you hate the way he holds his spoon. And if you like a person, you don't mind a person even slurping his tea and not look at his messiness. So it's a question of perspective. Again, it's a question of perception, how you perceive a person. If you're judging a person in a particular perception, your whole attitude and your whole behavior towards that person changes. But your judgment may be wrong. And then you're missing out on so much just by the wrong judgment.
Yeah. So
and many people go by first impressions, and whether at the first impression you may like a person very much, but that person may not be really good. And on the other hand, if you dislike a person, but that person may be a wonderful person. So it's a question of coming to know a person, how you know the person. So that at that point, you're either judging wrong or you're not judging properly. And that is how things get stopped for you. They don't progress for you.
Yeah. So even judging right also, whether you judge wrong or right, the issue is you are looking at very narrow thing. The moment you judge, you are leaving out all the possibilities and pick up something very small.
Right.
So right or wrong, it is not a problem. That is not the question at all.
Correct. I agree.
Yeah. The issue is you are narrowing down the possibilities. So that's the impact of judgment.
Right. But then what I want to know is that when your judgment, it should be the right kind of judgment, like the narrowing or the expansion. So the judgment comes from when to narrow it and when to expand it.
Yeah. So we can be in non-judgment and don't narrow it down and keep the possibilities open.
So that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. How do we do that? My question is that only. How do we do that? We are always doing that. I agree. We are always doing that. The question is how.
What I'm trying to bring out is what is the impact? What is the difference of judging and not judging?
When you're judging, you're blocking your progress, your expansion, however you put it.
Right.
And when you're not judging, you're free.
Right.
Because you're not judging, you're open to so many things by not judging.
Right.
And you close so many doors by judging.
Right.
And in that, if you judge wrongly, then the door is not even open a crack. It is totally shut.
Right.
So that is the thing.
Yeah. So once we know that, then we can look at, the impact is the possibilities are narrow, and if I don't judge, there are huge number of possibilities. Then I can be open.
Right.
Okay. Instead of immediately reacting and judging, I can just be open and look at what's coming up and receive with openness whatever comes.
I am on the track, but not yet really there. It's just a beginning.
Right. So we'll come to it is a big topic. Judgment or non-judgment is a big topic. So we will come back again on this, and also we'll talk to Sir on this. So that's the fundamental thing. Like it is equivalent to what Kunain Sir was also saying. If we can handle this judgment part of it,
right,
almost everything else is handled, kind of thing.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank you.
And Ramaji, I think in the style of Sukhdeepak sir, he might ask that if you are judging, then don't do it. In the
question is not doing or not doing. The question of how. I'm asking how.
Only
I'm not asking why. I'm asking how.
Okay.
Accept as they are. accept as they are.
Sometimes the asking a question doesn't work, but then putting a request to the universe, help me love others as I love myself. And then don't think about it. The universe will work from the inside. You have to work from the inside out, but you don't put a pressure on yourself that I have to do it within this time. You're started right, you're on track. So just keep on asking for help. It's also, the universe will help, but it will do it gradually. So don't be feeling bad that why it's not happening immediately. It will keep on happening as long as the intention is good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ratanji. Darshanaji, just to conclude on this topic for the time being.
Right.
Be in awareness. It's okay to judge, but be aware that you are judging.
Okay.
That is the first step. So be in awareness. You judge, don't judge, doesn't matter. Be in awareness. That is the first step. So remaining we'll discuss further.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Just to share my experience quickly, Ramaji, I was struggling with this question.
Yeah.
And when I did introspection, asking question to universe and all, I find there is something deep within me, ingrained. There is some pain. And when I found that element, then I got released. So, and it happens with all of us. Somewhere in the past, something had happened, and there is a deep ingrained, some pain, some difficult moment which we had not released yet, a stuck energy. And that keeps on reflecting upon in others. As sir has always mentioned, that what we look in others is not exactly others, what we are. So what we see exactly we are. So it's a reflection of ours in the others, and it gets reflected in the judgment. So it is within, I had found it within myself. So it's a process, and Darshanaji said that she's in journey. So I'm sure it'll just matter of time, as Ratan sir mentioned, and you'll be definitely finding it, ma'am. So thank you so much. Back to you, Ratan.
You're absolutely right, Kunanji. The stuck energy really keeps coming in loop again and again. How to release it? That is one of the energy process in general, and with access consciousness also. How do you make sure that the energy flows in and out is one of the key things. Then many things get released. Thank you for bringing that point. Suresh sir, just first Suchitra and then you. Suchitra, please go on.
So good morning to everybody. My question is, basically, I feel depleted about giving love without receiving back. So my question to the universe or to God is, what courage and brightness and surrender that I can be, that I can just give love without feeling depleted. And how can I transcend every situation with the narrowness within myself and in others without feeling depleted? This is my question, sir. And this is connected to one of the things that I've begun doing over the last 2 days, is that a lot of memories and faces keep coming before my mind's eye through the day. And there were some that I would want to brush under the carpet. So what I'm doing over the past 2 days is to just pull energy, the unlimited cosmic energy and love, and to just give it to whoever comes before my mind's eye. So this is one.
Yeah, just wanted to relate to what Kunanji was saying, that if there are a lot of pent up energies or emotions or the programs which are running in loop, it will obviously deplete the energy and it will keep going in loop again and again. So one of the things as a first step, what we may have to do is to release those loops, release those pent up emotions. And that's where I think access consciousness also, we have learned few processes where your energy, you can pull the energy, you can make the system to really be released so that the energy comes in and out. So that could be a process which may help Suchitra.
Thank you.
And of course, you know those tools, so it's a question of applying it appropriately, I suppose.
Ramaji,
Yes, sir.
anybody is waiting? Can I take a minute?
Yeah. Suresh sir is waiting, and
Yeah, please, sir.
also there is a question from Sakshi. How can I be Suchitra? Is there anything any follow up on that? You are muted. Okay. So before we going to Suresh, I just read this question. How can I be open to variety of people who are different from me and accept them wholeheartedly? So Betri, Kunayan, would you like to say something on this?
Thank you, Ramaji. Kunanji, I'll just take a minute. What Darshanaji put a question to the universe or to this forum is, I feel this way, she is representing all of us. That is where we all feel that we need to work on it, and we do. I want to put it in a little different phrase. We know where we are. We also know where we want to go. Now the question is how to go there. In what space, energy, consciousness I should be so that this happens automatically. The whole life of judging business, which may not serve well, we have to remove it. I mentioned during that our offline discussion, I received 2-3 words from this energy pulling meditation, which I recently started doing from the Access Consciousness tool. The statement goes this way, and surprisingly, it gives answer to all the questions, all the small things and all. It is like there are 3 processes. Whatever you do in the life, you are receiving something, and you are processing something, and you are expressing something. This is what we do whole life. So how to do it? Whatever you receive it with a genuine curiosity. If you, this is just my understanding. If you receive it with genuine curiosity, many times now, our curiosity get dropped when we go with the judgment. This guy is a good guy, this guy is a bad guy. But when a child comes, otherwise, for easy understanding, when we deal with the child, we will not go with any judgment. Whatever it does, it will make us happy. It's just genuine curiosity. So whatever we receive in life, we have to receive it with genuine curiosity. Second part, how we process inside. It's a processing. Whatever happens to us, we should process it with the gratitude, because God has chosen us to give this, and this whole life, it happened for a purpose. And overall there in our life, there is purpose. And whatever happens to us, there is, so for that, we should be grateful, gratitude. So the process should be gratitude. And how the expression should be. What you are going to express to the world or to the people, you have to express only the appreciation. This is just my version, okay? Whatever I understand, I'm just telling. But surprisingly, it fits into any transaction. For example, my wife makes a different chutney. How do I receive it? I should not receive it with this you made yesterday. That day didn't come to something. No, with genuine curiosity. What is that coming to me today for something with a different color, different taste? So curiosity helps me. Process gratitude is, of course, God has made me to enjoy this. So processing with gratitude. What I can express, I'm expressing with appreciation. If we live in these 3 states, no, possibly the judgment can go away and we can just enjoy what God has given us and what God is willing to give us. I'm just thinking, thought of sharing with you are very close to my heart. And of course, it needs us validation. Wonderful discussion, Ramaji, and it has been, everybody is Reddy Garu said something, Ramanuja said something. If they are able to come in camera and tell us, it will be very nice. We can hear them and close the session.
Sakshi raised the hand. So Sakshi, go ahead.
Please.
And then after that, Suresh and Suchitra is still raised her hand. So Sakshi, Suresh,
yes.
Suchitra.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Dashera to all of you. This is interesting, very interesting conversation and very valid, very applicable. So what I typed, the message what I typed, I'll just read out. How can I be open to variety of people who are different from me and accept them wholeheartedly? This is not the question what I'm asking. This was in related to the conversation we were having, what Darshana ma'am was talking about. So this is just a suggestion from my end that if we are working on having or developing a non-judgmental attitude towards people, this question, if we put out in universe outside consciously that we want to work on non-judging of people who are different from us, why are we a little reluctant, or why are we being judgmental about them? Because our thinking and their thinking or their behavior and our behavior is not matching. So this kind of question, if we put out, asking universe that how can I be this way where I am non-judgmental and where I am open to accept them wholeheartedly, would help. This is my suggestion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Suresh, sir.
Yes, sir. Judging by default, it happens according to the mindset. What I think, and asking a question. I mean, a judgment in another way. I mean, we will be in a position to judge if we are fully aware of the things. Like a lecturer can judge his student because he has more knowledge. Okay, we cannot. You do not know the person who is standing in front of you, what kind of knowledge he has in which field, and judging is it can be a big mistake, blunder mistake. That's why even in these courts and all that, cases take a lot of time to analyze and analyze, and the judge should not feel that he should not have any guilty. Today he judges and close the case. One is happy, other one is not happy. Okay. So that is the thing, and we can only ask the universe. Like Ramanasura, he asks Lord Shiva, Chamakam, whatever. I mean, if a normal person, if you, as you said, God comes in front of you and appears in front of you and asks what you want. We may ask a few petty things, and asking is in such a way, it should. It's Ramanasura. If you understand the Chamakam, whatever is in the universe, he will ask. We cannot go to. I mean, so what I wish to say is, we have to be aware and surrender to the God or universe, and only request or ask. If we deserve, we will get it. If we don't deserve, we don't get it. This is what I wanted to say.
I think it's very profound. Ramaji, this reminds me one shairi, if you allow me to say.
Yes, absolutely.
It says that Gham, I request Darshana ji to translate so that it says, ma'am, that Gham ki andheri raat mein dil ko na beqarar kar. Gham ki andheri raat mein dil ko na beqarar kar. ए नादा सुबह जरूर आएगी, तू सुबह तक का इंतजार तो कर. ए नादा सुबह जरूर आएगी, तू सुबह तक का तो इंतजार कर.
गम की अंधेरी रात में what's the second what's the line?
गम की अंधेरी रात में दिल को ना बेकरार कर.
In the darkness, do not upset your heart too much. Dawn will definitely come. At least have some patience.
Yes.
Wait for the dawn to come. When the things are very dark, light will be there. So just wait. Don't get upset. Wait for the light to come.
Yeah, that's what I do. So I just wanted to express. Thank you. Back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Kunenji, this has come as an answer to everyone's question, it seems. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Over to you, Ramaji.
Kunyanji, can you explain, I mean, in a few words that you said, something to understand, to digest what you understood?
I think Darshana ji has translated beautifully. The message here, what I learned from this couplet is that Gham ki andheri raat mein dil ko na beqarar kar. So it's a very symbolic that there is a darkness, there is suffering, there are challenges. So don't be upset. Don't think that it is impossible to overcome. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, because Sir has always told that you are infinite being, wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary, who deserves to be loved and respected. So we have to have that faith, that conviction that we are infinite and universe, like I believe that I am the part of universe. So we have to have that faith, that conviction. And then the second line says that ay nada subah zarur aayegi. Like nada is that innocent, or trust that there'll be morning. Every you sleep in the night and you see morning tomorrow. So just believe that tomorrow morning will be coming. You have to just wait. Trust in the process, trust in the universe, and then it will be. And when I in that mind state of be, and then the wonder happens. That's what Sir has always told. I hope it clarifies certain things, Sureshji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for explaining.
Thank you, sir.
I request you to share what you, said in this Gham ki andheri raat. I want to save in my,
So could you put it in the group, WhatsApp group, Kunenji?
Yes, sir. I'll put it now.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Major,
can I
sir.
speak for a few seconds?
Yes, please.
Sir, I've been able to enjoy the enlivening conversations right for the past from 8 o'clock. My two pieces was on judging, because you never know a person's name and we don't know what they're going through. So how is it that you're able to judge others? You say others are nobody to judge us. So in the same vein, how can we judge others? Secondly, judging a person does not define who they are. It always defines who we are. Whatever is our imperfection, or insecurity, we keep it on others and start judging people. And you can't judge our choices without understanding their reasons. Everybody has got their own story. And for understanding their story, we'll have to put ourselves on their shoes. But what we normally do, we put ourselves on the shoe without removing our shoes. Only if we remove our shoe, we'll be able to put our foot on their shoes. But without removing our shoes, we straight away put ourselves in their shoes. And then we think, so-and-so is like this. So there's a story behind every person. And there's a reason why they're the way they are. So we should always think about that before we start judging others. And before we judge anybody, make sure that we are perfect. Only then we can venture into judging others. And it is nothing wrong to judge people. To judge others is purely human only. But to keep our opinion about others, that is that is called maturity. And always judging a person does not define who they are, as I already said. It always defines who we are. And if at all you are, because judging is so natural to us, it is inborn, inbuilt. It has been cultivated over a period of decades for us. So if at all we are judging people, to judge them only to improve them, not to hurt or humiliate them. And long time back, I read a small saying: before you assume, learn the facts or truth, and before you judge, understand why. And before you hurt somebody, feel, and before you speak, think. Thank you, sir.
It's such a pleasure to hear Major talk. And you speak so profoundly, sir. It is really a pleasure to hear you. I have a lot to take away from your talks. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure, ma'am.
Major sir has become a Dhoni. Last over, all 6 balls, 6 sixes. Thank you, Major sir. Over to you, Ramaji.
Right. I think with that, we can close the meeting, formal meeting. So whoever needs to get dropped can drop, and tomorrow morning, 7:30 again, we'll restart. So we'll stop the recording and continue the discussion for some